Well, the batteries run out on my microphone, and so we're picking it back up where I was off. But we will not only be looking at the number of heavens and identifying the various heavens, but we will also be looking at what Paul called the paradise of God. And so we will be taking an examination of that and then talking or thinking about how that affects our vision of heaven. And so we would encourage you to look at that, and then we'll be closing out by looking at Luke 16 and 25 to help us understand what this nature of paradise was. And so I would encourage you to take time to study the Word and join with us. This concept of what heaven, there's so many false ideas. I remember as a child hearing about clouds and harps and all that, and you hear a lot about golden streets and such. But from what the Bible indicates, that's not true. And so we'll let you explore that, and I hope you enjoy the study. I do wish that we could be together to do that. Now, there was a third sheet in the study, and I threw that in just for your information to give you insight into the, first of all, the Hebrew concept, but the one that Jesus himself presents in Luke chapter 16, verse 22 through 26. He talks about the two men, the rich man and Lazarus. Lazarus dies and goes to Abraham's bosom, or what would be called paradise. And the rich man goes to hell, and we find that in that conversation that there is a large cavern deep in the face of the earth, or in the surface, down in the heart of the earth. And on one end of it, if you would, is the region of paradise, or Abraham's bosom, and the righteous of the Old Testament, those who live by faith, went there to spend their time there waiting until the resurrection. And the wicked then went to one at the far side called hell. And this was Hades. This whole area was called Hades, the realm of the dead. Hell was for the wicked, and paradise, or Abraham's bosom, was for the righteous. And I believe Ephesians 4, 8, and 10 identify the fact that Jesus, upon his ascension, or upon his death and in resurrection, in that whole process, it says he leads captives free. And I believe he emptied paradise, and he took those Old Testament believers and took them to heaven. And so now paradise is in heaven, called the paradise of God. And now if you were to ever reach the Hades, the realm of the dead, in the depths of the earth, you would find that that region is empty, and only all that is left there is hell and the wicked. So you can, that just a little bit helped to understand the concept of this paradise and what Jesus teaches on that. Well, like I say, I hope you enjoy your study. I hope it's beneficial. I hope you and your family can enjoy just being together and remembering that the others of the church are also joining together in this study, and that we can be united in the Spirit and just enjoy learning more about God and from His Word. Thank you for taking the effort to be a part of this study. We pray God's blessing upon you now.